Hi guys, this is my review of Predator. Well, Predator 2. And this is another review in my Predator and Alien series this week. And rewatching this movie? Yeah. It still holds up well. Yeah, it's still a decent sequel. Obviously, the original was better, but yeah. It's still a fun movie to watch. But say watching the first one and then going straight to this one, you can still have a fun time watching it. Yeah. It's just seeing the Predator in the city, like, it took away, you know, what the Predator was, and like just the tone and everything, like it changed it a lot because the environment he was in, like basically being in all of Los Angeles, which basically it opens up with Los Angeles, being in hell right now. Well, in the 19 is I think it's set in 1997, the year when I was born, I guess. Even though this movie this movie came out in 1990, but yeah, it's basically the Mexican gang and the Jamaican gang at war with each other. But at the beginning, like you see them like fighting against the police, and the main character, Garrison, played by Lethal Weapon star, is helping the cops to get to safety. But I guess when he interrupts with stuff like that, like he gets in trouble. Just like the Jamaican gang later on, like he interrupts with that stuff, which that's when we see what the Predator's truly capable of. Because at the beginning, like he does kill some of the Mexican gang, but we just don't actually see it. We just because he actually leaves some person hanging, which like what is he even hanging on? There's like no rope or anything, because no normal human could do that apart from the Predator. And then the Jamaican gang, when I guess the Jamaican gang are trying to put fear in a Mexican gang by doing some voodoo ritual, and then the Predator just comes and just kills them all, because I think the Predator's mainly going for these gangs because they're holding weapons. Because if a Predator was in Los Angeles, like what would it go after first? Probably the guns, the cops possibly as well. But yeah, the guns, since they're the ones who are dominating in this time period, I guess the guns are, because even the cops can't handle them. So yeah, I guess that's what the Predator's main target would have been until the main character shown what he was capable of. And it's when one of his friends, Danny, Danny, the guy on the left, on the top left picture, which I recognize him from Fear the Walking Dead. Like he's a great character in Fear the Walking Dead. His name's Daniel. He's up there with he's on the level of Morgan for Fear anyway, because Morgan on The Walking Dead is just a beast, and I do miss him in The Walking Dead. But he has had some good time on The Walking Dead. But yeah, it was cool to see a 30 years younger version of that actor. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It just sucks that he dies, but then that gives the motivation for the main character to hunt the Predator, and that's when Garrison becomes the Predator's main prey. But then like more of his friends get in danger, trying to get to it, and that's when the train station scene happens, and both Leona and what's his name? Is it Jerry? I think it's Jerry in the movie, because I know I know the actor from Agents of Shield. Like he plays as the villain in that in the first season, I think. Yeah, yeah. I kind of grew up with him in that anyway. And then Leona, she's a cool character in this. So yeah, this is the thing. Like Predator 2 definitely has a better cast, but I don't know. Just Predator 1's a better movie with the tone and everything. And Dylan's still a memorable character, other than Arnold's character Dutch. But yeah, when it comes to the cast in this movie, they're definitely much better. And I tend to actually know the actors, most of them, because it's like 3 actors in the original Predator that I actually know, that I've actually seen in other stuff. But in this one, like, there's loads. Yeah, even Casey from Chuck, if you know Casey from Chuck. He's kind of like Chuck's bodyguard in the first 2 seasons until he gets that power. Chuck does in the third season, I think, where he can learn karate and everything, learn different languages. But yeah, back to Predator 2. So yeah, that train scene is probably the only time where things are a bit more intense. Which I think there's some hooligans messing around with some citizens, and you just see everyone with guns. Which what the hell? And since everyone has guns, like of course the Predator's gonna end up there. Which it's just weird that everyone had guns. Is Los Angeles that bad where everyone's armed? Unless that was secretly cops, but yeah. And then the predator just comes in, like everything just goes out of the light and into the light, and the predator's just slaughtering everyone. And then Jerry, but yeah, Jerry B's a hero to hold off the predator while Leona gets all the hostages out of all the civilians out of the train station. And then he basically sacrifices himself trying to take on the predator. And even Leona nearly gets killed afterwards as well. Because at that point, like, when Garrison sees that, because I think Leona's pregnant as well, which, hey, did we see if she was okay in that at the end of the movie? After everything that happens? Like, is the baby okay? Like, the movie just ended and we didn't really get any, revelation with that. But oh, I think she survived anyway. I just don't know about the baby. Like, that's definitely, I don't know. But yeah, that's when he just hunts it afterwards. And then that's when the higher ups, stop him because they're trying to capture the predator to get its technology, and maybe they could use their technology against, the crime that's going on and probably for army stuff as well. But he just wants to kill it because it's, killing his friends. And then when the higher up people can't even deal with it, he just hunts it down and takes it on. He's just fighting through the city, fighting the predator through the city, and he ends up in someone's house. It's just they basically go all over the place until the predator retreats to. Oh yeah, I forgot about a scene where he nearly kills it, and then Garrison removes the mask, and then he says to the predator, like what Arnold says, "You are one ugly," but then like the predator grabs him and says, "Motherfucker." Yeah. That's funny. That's a cool scene. But yeah, skipping to when the predator retreats to the ship, which this is something that Arnold didn't even get to see. Yeah, he basically gets to the ship and finishes off the predator with its saw. Yeah. Because the predator tried to kill him with the saw at the end, or near the end, when they was hiding from a building. And the predator was just trying to hang on, and maybe explode him as well. But that's when he crashed into the building and all that, and then he retreated to the ship, and then he basically finishes off the predator Garrison, and then that's when all the other predators come, and he's just like, "Who's next?" That's just so cocky. I'm sorry, that's just too cocky. He's gotten this far, and he goes, "Who's next?" But yeah, the predators just pick up the body of their fallen warrior, and then the other one gives Garrison a weapon from 1715. The year 1715, which Arnold didn't get rewarded after losing his friends. At least he got something. But yeah, they basically clear out, and then Garrison just gets outside. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that happens. He basically escapes, and I guess I've kind of forgot like where he does to the other people. Like that scene when when it takes out, I forgot what the leader of the not the Mexican gang, the Jamaican gang is called. But a bit like the way how he kills him, that's probably the most memorable kill of the movie. The guy with the sword at the bottom. Yeah, the Jamaican gang leader. Like he definitely has the most memorable death, and it's what most people remember. When the predator collects the skulls. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely the most memorable moment of the movie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely a good sequel. Not better than the original, but still decent. I'd highly recommend it. Or was that giving it too much of a recommendation? Because yeah, it's a good sequel. It's decent. Just not better than the original. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Predators again. That's a good sequel. Well, if I can call it a sequel, because it feels more like the original movie. But yeah, I guess I'll see you in that one, guys. I guess tomorrow I'll be reviewing Aliens. Yes, I can't wait. All right, guys. Later on.